Hey gang, we're here for hamstrings and glutes. Today's workout, we're really going to focus on the glute medius, so really rounding out the cheeks. This is relatively low impact to a certain degree. You can get by with this whole workout being dumbbell only, so very in-home travel friendly. If you're at the gym, you can definitely sub some of the dumbbell movements for a barbell. That's totally fine. Definitely recommend a shallow bench or a mid-size to regular height bench. I'll actually be using this regular mid-size bench just for single leg hip thrusts. You won't need anything super heavy, although I may grab my 50-pound dumbbell for sumo squats. What we've got is a few different supersets and then a tricep coming in at the end. So that's going to be basically 3 movements in one, and then we'll switch sides. So let me go ahead and grab that heavy weight just in case I need it. Here it is. Okay. Now I've already stretched, warmed up, but I think my body got a little bit cold. So we're just gonna get 5 quick inchworms in, a few hip openers, and then we'll get it going in the first superset. So first superset is gonna be curtsy lunges to clamshells, 8 reps of each. We're really working on a slow, controlled tempo in these curtsy lunges. You can also grab a plate or shallow platform to elevate that front leg just to get a little bit more of a glute focus. You know, I actually love this particular superset and this combo. Usually kick things off with a compound, but I really want to put a lot of energy and focus into this first superset, even though it is unilateral. We've got a lot of isolation work today. So it's a great opportunity to get in these smaller muscle areas and really work them. There's no substitution for lifting heavy squats, RDLs. We'll get to that. And of course, nobody built a booty just from thousands and thousands of kickbacks, but we just want a good, solid combination and a solid mix of compounds, power, volume, as well as low impact isolation. And we're going to do it all with control. So let me put my music back. Music. Here we go. There we go. Keep losing my connection. There we go. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to kick things off with 20-pound dumbbells. Up to you, however you'd like to rack your weights. Again, if you're at the gym and you prefer a barbell, if you prefer to just like give your grip, your forearms, your wrists and everything a break, that's totally your preference. You can rack your weights up at the top with dumbbells if that helps save your grip a little bit, or you can keep your weights by your side. In your curtsy, I want you to focus on obviously engaging in the lowering, but stay engaged with both cheeks at the top of the rep as well. In this position, I'm also keeping my core nice and tight, pressing up through that front heel. switch it up. Get a little turn in that front toe this way, okay? So we're not totally straight, pointing our toe toward the front of the room. We've got a slight angle there, which is gonna help us target that glute medius. Feet placement, range of motion, tempo, so time under tension, engagement, firing all cylinders. Clamshells. Again, if you're modifying, keep the inside knee bent relaxed. Open and close with a plate here, a mini loop band, or just body weight. If you're progressing, you're here. Little lift. Almost like your top leg is being pulled by a string to the ceiling. Good, good. Flip it over. Woo! Set number 1 is done. I always wondered, are the clamshells so challenging for me because it's usually the end of the workout and I'm already fatigued from everything else, and turns out it doesn't matter. That's just a challenging move. It's a move that is super deceptive and challenging. All right. So again, if you're taking this workout to the gym, I got 220s, maybe a 45-pound barbell. We'll do the trick for you in terms of your positioning, grip strength. Just practicing with a barbell is helpful. So if you're thinking about graduating to a barbell for other movements, that's a low pressure, low expectation place to begin. Try to begin on the same exact side that you started so that you're getting equal rest on either side. Woo! Here we go. Last one. So good, y'all. We got one more set, and then we're moving on. We're actually going to move on to our sumo squats. Again, working that outer booty. Wide stance, toes out, outer glutes, inner thighs. Outer glutes, inner thighs. We are supersetting that move with hamstring curls. Up to you if you want to use a med ball like this size. That would be a challenge because mine is actually 15 pounds. So what I might grab is my bigger stability ball, or you could take a lying approach, dumbbell in between the heels, and do your hamstring curls lying on your belly. So I can demo both options for you. You are in the driver's seat, so you choose. I'm going to burn it out with 30s for the last set of curtsies. Same thing other side. Last time you'll see them. How do you want to burn it out? How do you want to level up? Halfway there. Ask yourself though, have you ever placed that much emphasis on time under tension? Have you ever had that much control? And have you ever had engagement to that level? Because that's the power of creating the mind to muscle connection in everything that you're doing. Visualization always helps. So again, imagining that your top leg is being pulled to the ceiling. That is the angle, that's the path. That is the movement track. But you've got to feel that pull. And if you're not getting to the pull, you're not lifting high enough, you're not getting the range of motion that you could. Oh, so good. Now the reason it's so challenging, honestly, is because outer glutes are just such a commonly undertrained muscle. This is where knee injuries, hip injuries, even low back pain can create. This is typically what happens when we're not engaging properly in certain movements. So what is happening is the muscles here are undertrained, and then the body looks for other ways to overcompensate for that movement. And that could be as simple as walking up the steps like this, instead of really being able to firmly place your foot on the top of the step. This is where functional fitness creates a role in everyday movements. Have you ever focused on what you're doing when you walk up the steps every day? Because if you're engaging properly, your glutes should fire up when you're stepping up those steps. And if you're doing this, that means you've got some inner thigh work that needs to be done, some quad work that needs to be done, some glute work that needs to be done, and you're going to risk putting a lot of unnecessary strain and pressure on your hips, your knees, and your low back. All right, so this is where strengthening all of your muscles in a full body format, it just helps you in everyday life. Put aesthetics aside for 0.2 seconds. We're working with smaller rep ranges, 6 to 8 in our squats, and 8 to 10 in our hamstring curls. So let me grab my ball. All right, I'm choosing the ball method. You choose whatever method works for you. And if you're at the gym, just grab a hamstring curl machine, seated, lying, your preference, all right, your call. Get wide enough to the point where you can feel in the bottom of that rep, all of the muscles firing up. Outer glutes are firing up. Inner thighs are firing up. Chest, try to force that chest up. So you can stay in a slight hinge, but we're not hinging at the hip. We're bending at the knee. That's the difference between squats and RDLs. Dumbbell tight to the body. Stay engaged at the top of that rep as well. Here we go. Relax the head, neck, shoulders. All right. Woo! The hamstrings are on fire. Hamstrings are fired up. Never fails. This guy, now if I were to pick like my top 3 exercises for postpartum mamas, it would be that. It would be any and all bridging. So single leg bridging or hip thrust, regular hip thrust. And then probably some form of like a hip circle, a donkey kick, like our last tricep. Basically, those would be, so you're welcome. Postpartum mamas, doesn't matter if your kid is 7 months, 7 or 17. It's never too late to properly rehab the deep core. That second set of 8 felt easier just for the simple fact that I felt even more focused and engaged in each rep. It's quality over quantity today and every day, but especially for these smaller movements. Eight to 10. Whew. I get to 8 and I'm good every single time. I'm good. Last set of 6 to 8 reps. Whew. Okay. Here we go, babes. Pay attention to your path. Last set, best set right here. Woo. One more. Whew. Oh my goodness. The hamstrings, the glutes, we are on fire here. Whew. Quick sip of water. We've got single leg hip thrust. Single leg hip thrust. We finish with a body weight tricep on our mat. Whew. No 50, no 50. I might stretch it to a 30. I think a 30 is doable for single leg. You do a couple practice reps to get your feet placement correct, to get comfortable. Make sure you're in the right position to get a 90-degree angle. So heels cannot be too far away from the booty, but definitely not too close. So I like a happy medium. Comfortable seat with those knees up, and then upper back comes back. It's a little tight for me. Boom. Now that I've got my feet placement correct, whew, I can start set rep 1. 8 to 10 per side. Good. Again, place your volume wherever you want it to be. So if you want to go heavier, make sure you know you're most likely going to fail at 8 instead of 10. If you want to stretch and work more muscular endurance, go ahead and drop your weight and stretch it to 10. Just know, nobody ever built a booty going super, super, super light all the time. Just, it doesn't happen, okay? It doesn't happen. That's why we're not afraid to go heavy for our squats, RDLs, bridging. always recommend every now and again, you're picking up a weight that you're not 100% sure you can work with. You're gonna go for it, it's scaring you a little bit, because you're not 100% sure and nothing's telling you you can absolutely complete the number of reps with the weight, but you're gonna go for it anyway. And this is what's going to prevent you from getting stuck into a plateau when it comes to strength and muscle building. I've said it once, I'll say it a million times. Your mind is gonna quit on you way before your body does. Way before. We're gonna start with a regular kickback. So just boom, kick it back. Spine is neutral, okay? So you've got 10 of these. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna keep going. 4, halfway there already. We've got 10 of these. We're gonna come into a hydrant next. So we keep that knee bent, take it out to the side. Halfway there, we finish the tricep with a half circle or a rainbow. So we come back, kick it out. Fight the urge to roll the back here. Fight the urge to arch or round the low back in any way. Good, we got 3 more. Woo. Same thing other side. Focus on neutral head, neck, spine. It's constantly dumbfounding to me that I can go through a full lift, focus on the hamstrings and the glutes, but this tricep right here is what's gonna make those glutes feel like they're on fire tomorrow. Oh my God, on fire. We have that one more time. One more time. Oh my gosh. Here we go, here we go. let's just go for it. Again, take a minute. Bring that spine to neutral. Relax the shoulders. Soft bend in the elbows. Wrists directly below the shoulders. And really fight that urge to arch around the low back at any point. Last time, you'll see the half circles on this side. Rainbow, half circle. They don't call this a burnout for no reason. If you find you're having issues, come down on your forearms, which is going to help you isolate even better. Last one. Woo! Hamstrings and glutes. Done, done. Check it off the list. Way to slay. Go hydrate, eat, stretch, move. Slay the rest of your day. And I'll see you next time.